What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Dravik here with a tips and tricks video on how to game Bright Dust for the glows for the armor set for the majestic armor sets in the 2019 Solstice of Heroes event. And I'm sorry if there's little bit of background noise. It is raining right now outside of where I'm recording right now, so just bear with me here. I can hear it too. We're in this together. Let's jump in. At the recording of this video, there is a test bounty from Eververse that does reward 150 Bright Dust for completing 5 Gambit matches. Now, I will say that the first tip I can say is you want to pick up this bounty for the drained green armor and the renewed blue armor, because for both of them, you have to complete Gambit matches. Now, for the drained green armor, you can either do Crucible or Gambit matches. I'm going to say you can do either. Crucible does help out a lot with some of the other challenges that you have to do, but if you decide to do Gambit, you can get that easy 300 Bright Dusts because you have to do 10 matches, and you have to do since the test bounty is 5, you just turn it in, get it, do it again, you get the second bounty done, whatever. You might want to save the second bounty though, because there is a challenge on the renewed blue armor that is worth 50 bounties, so keep an eye out for that. Now, the blue armor also has do 10 Gambit matches, and it is only Gambit, so you can't do anything else. So that is an easy 600 Bright Dust that you guys can acquire if you do that Gambit bounty from test this week. It is super simple, super easy, just takes a little bit of time, no problem. Now, I do want to mention quickly here before I get into the main tip that the test bounties reset right after you complete them. So you can... There's some lightning outside. The test bounties do reset right after you complete them. So immediately after you complete them, you can actually do them right over again. So if you have a bunch of test bounty notes, don't worry, you can power through them all. There's no downtime. You can just, as soon as you turn them in, you can pick up another one. Easy. Don't worry about it. So this is going to sound kind of repetitive and whatnot, because you probably guys already have thought of this, but actually dismantling unused shaders, sparrows, and ships also gain a lot of Bright Dust. I know personally, once I went through and saw that all the stuff that I wasn't going to use, I dismantled it all, ended up getting 3.5 thousand Bright Dust, which is, you know, more than half of one of the glows already on its own. So you definitely, if you're not going to use that dumb sparrow, you know you're not going to use that ugly ship or that horrible shader, you know, whatever it may be, just go ahead and dismantle it. Shaders give 10 Bright Dust, ships and sparrows each give 100 for legendaries. So definitely that does stack up, trust me, it really does. So if you're kind of close, just make sure that you dismantle those if you're not going to use them. Now, if you think it's really cool, you can keep it, whatever, it's up to you, but I would say dismantle it if you know you're not going to use it and it just looks horrible. Now, right before I get into the main tip, I do want to say that you guys don't want to reset your Valor right now, because even though that the majestic armor works retroactively, so that means if you reset your Valor right before you get the majestic set, which is a challenge. So resetting your Valor is a challenge on the boots of the majestic set. So if you guys reset your Valor like 2 weeks before, just like I did, then you're fine. It counted for me. I literally, as soon as I got the armor, it was done. But I just wanted to make sure you guys all get it, and just to save your Valor, save that reset for when you get the armor, just in case. Now, the main biggest tip I can give you guys for gaining Bright Dust in this grind is, I would say, to create a new character. Now, the reason I say this is because if you guys remember, at the start of each week, at each reset, there actually is a time where the first 3 bright engrams a character earns is earned much faster than those that are earned regularly. So in combination with that, and the fact that you're starting a new character, so when you run through the main storyline, expansion 1, expansion 2, and Forsaken, when you run through all of those, each time you complete a story, it actually rewards you with bright engrams. I know Forsaken gives 3, the second expansion gives 1, and I forgot about the other 2, but all of those actually do grant you bright engrams along the way. So in doing those, you're actually gaining a lot of Bright Dust. And if you think about it, this is the best time to start a new character, simply because when you start a new character, you know, assuming that you got your other character, right now the level cap is 750. As soon as you get that character to level 750, right, when you start a new one, you have to level them all the way up, and then as soon as you get him to level 50, him or her, you can put your 750 guns in the new one, but you're stuck at right around 575, 600, 625, wherever it may be, because your armor is still only for like 500 or 550. If it's even that high, you know what I mean? But with this Solstice of Heroes event, you can actually, as soon as you hit level 50, the green armor set, the drained armor set, becomes 700, meaning that as soon as you get your character to level 50, you can actually get your character to 720, 718, somewhere around there, right out of the gate, level 50, which is super, super good. You don't have to go on that prime engram grind. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to infuse. You can just get literally the best armor in the game right now. Straight as you hit level 50, just all you have to do is do the challenges on the armor. So right now, the thing I would say to do is do that Gambit bounty. It's only this week, so try to do it. Dismantle all those unused shaders, sparrows, whatever, and try to create that new character. Now, if you guys are wondering, the easiest way to level up a new character is to grind out Crucible for a few hours, because Crucible is the easiest way to, do whatever. It's the easiest way to level up, because just how fast you level up. However, doing the storylines does grant a lot of bright engrams, so keep that in mind. So if you just want to power through a character, definitely hop into Crucible. If you want to get those bright engrams, do the storylines. It's really not that hard. As soon as you get to skip this cutscenes, it's not as long as it seems. So with that, I'm going to say peace out, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit the notification bells for whatever we post. And with that, I'm going to have this be a sadly scripted sign out. Peace.